All right, we're looking at independent practice 5-2. This is problem number 7. We have this table here. It's a two-way table. We're looking at animals that are endangered or threatened. And so again, with the two-way table, it's in one category or the other. And then we have broken up our vertical into 3 groups: mammal, bird, or other. So they did put other as a category, but it's like listed in the table. So you're in one of these 3 things. Okay, so we got a couple probabilities that they want us to compute. The first one, so we'll go A here, right? This is the probability that a randomly selected endangered species, probability, random, endangered, endangered species is a bird. Okay, so this is a conditional probability because we are not looking at the full table. We are only going to look at the endangered species and look within there. So this is the probability, how we would notate it, that we have a bird, right? We're looking for a bird given that it's endangered. So we are cutting down our full table. Instead of looking at the whole thing, we know we are looking in here. It's given that it's endangered. What is the probability that a random endangered species, so we know that it's an endangered species, is a bird. So out of there, what we're looking for to get that probability, well, there are 80 birds. Now I need the total here, so I have to do 70 plus 80 plus 318. And that will give me the probability that I have a bird given that it's endangered. Now, you can type this right into the calculator, but be really careful. You need to make sure that you add up all of these numbers either first or put them in parentheses. So I either need to do 70 plus 80 plus 318 and get that I have 468. So here, I'll write that down. 80 over 468. It would be 80 divided by 468. And it's roughly 17%. I'll jot that down. So that is roughly, 17.1, so 0.171. That way when I multiply this by 100, I get about 17.1%. Okay. So what I want to show you though is if you type this in as it is, if you don't put parentheses around the bottom, watch this. If I do 80 divided by, and then I do 70 plus 80 plus 318, the calculator only thinks I'm dividing the 80 by 70, and then it just adds those numbers on, so it's much bigger. If you're going to do it from the beginning, that's okay, but you must put parentheses around the entire bottom. And see, now that gives us that decimal that I know I should have gotten, that about 0.171. Okay, so that's really, really important. In fact, here I'll put this. You have to have parentheses around that entire bottom. All right, so the probability of a bird given it's endangered is about 17.1%. Now they did give us another one, so I'll kind of jot that down here. They also wanted to do the probability that a randomly selected mammal is endangered. So this is a probability that a mammal, M-A, mammal is endangered. Okay, so this time they are telling us, hey, you have a mammal. The probability that it's a mammal. So it's still conditional probability, but it is going to be here out of the mammals category. We are just looking here in mammals. So this looks like this. This is probability that we have an endangered species, given that it's a mammal. Okay, well, endangered in the mammal category is 70, right? 70 out of. Now we need the total, 70 plus 16. So it looks like this becomes 70 out of 86. All right, we got 70 out of 70 plus 16. Again, that comes from here, 70 out of 70 plus 16. That's the total there. So that gives me 70 out of 86. The calculator will do that computation for me. 70 divided by 86. And I get about 0.814. So that is roughly 81.4%. So the probability that I have an endangered species, given that it's a mammal, is about 81.4%, based on the information in this given table. All right, I hope that's helpful. Message me anytime with questions, and I will, of course, see you in class.